Kmart Law. Kmart Law knows how to party. Mark Cade of Kmart Law knows how to party. In the city of Denver. In the city, I'm from the 2-6. In the city, we help people in Compton. We keep it rockin', talking all about the law. And now let me welcome everybody to a brand new resource. It's your favorite neighborhood lawyer, Markwell Cade with Kmart Law, back with another resource for you. Half of the reason why the law is so complicated and why most people need a lawyer for their legal needs or to address their legal concerns is because lawyers have created their own language. It's called legalese. And since we're all about demystifying and decomplicating the legal process here at Kmart Law, we thought we'd turn our Wednesday videos into What Does That Mean Wednesdays? So every Wednesday from here on out, we're going to demystify, explain, or decomplicate the legalese that you see lawyers using. Today's video, assault and battery. What does that mean? Assault and battery. Most people use these terms together, as in, I was the victim of an assault and battery, or they use the words interchangeably, as in, I was the victim of an assault, or I was the victim of a battery. But these are very different terms, legally speaking, and they have different elements to proving them. Today, we're going to talk about the difference between assault and battery. We'll start with assault. Assault, under the legal definition, and each jurisdiction is going to have its own factors for proving assault, so don't think this is the end-all be-all if you have an assault case. That's not what this video is for. But assault, under the legal definition, is a threat, real or implied, of violence that causes you fear of harm. So if someone makes a threat against you, whether that threat is real or implied, and that threat is of violence, and then that threat causes you to fear that you're going to be harmed, you've been assaulted. They don't actually have to follow through on the threat for an assault to occur under the legal definition. Battery, on the other hand, is when the actual harm occurs, and the harm is intentional. The difference between assault and battery usually is the harm occurring. The assault is the threat that causes you the fear, and the battery is the following through on that threat that actually caused you the harm. Let's break it down into examples that can kind of help you understand the difference between the two. For example, if someone threatened to shoot you with a BB gun, but you weren't actually shot with the BB gun, that could be assault. You weren't actually shot, so you weren't physically touched or physically harmed, but the threat of that harm caused you fear. You were afraid you were going to get hit with a BB gun. That would be an assault in most jurisdictions. On the other hand, in the case of a battery, if that person had a BB gun and they shot you with the BB, that would be battery. It would also constitute assault if they threatened to shoot you with it first, but not every circumstance is going to lead to an assault and a battery. There are certain circumstances where you don't know that you're going to be hit with the toy gun, and you're just hit with the toy gun, and the BB hits you, and you've been battered, but there is no assault because there was no threat and no fear beforehand. Do you kind of get the difference there? Basically, the battery is the actual harm. There doesn't need to be any fear of harm. There just needs to be harm, and the harm is intentional. For assault, you need that fear. You need to be afraid through the threat of violence that you're going to be harmed. And that fear and that threat is enough for assault. There are certain circumstances where you can be assaulted without being battered. There are certain circumstances where you can be battered without being assaulted. And there are other circumstances where both will apply, but they are not to be used interchangeably. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. This has been our first edition of What Does That Mean Wednesday? Assault and battery. What does that mean? We hope this was helpful. Once again, I am Markwell Cade with Kmart Law, your favorite neighborhood lawyers. protect your brand, grow your business. Stay frosty, my friends. We'll see you next time.